Alina was 24, a fresh graduate with a degree in business administration. At graduation, everyone had big hopes for her, family, friends, even herself. She imagined finding a job quickly, starting her career, and feeling proud. But life didn't go that way. At first, she sent out a few job applications. When rejections came, they felt heavier than she expected. Soon, her enthusiasm faded. She stopped applying. 1 week turned into another, and suddenly months had passed. Every morning, Alina promised herself, "Today, I'll be productive." But instead, she drifted to the couch, turned on Netflix, and whispered, "Just one episode." One episode became 2, then 5. By the time she looked up, the day had vanished. Her life became a loop: late mornings, mindless watching, late nights. She barely noticed the changes at first: how her body felt heavier, how her clothes fit tighter, how her energy slipped away. She stopped meeting friends. Going out felt embarrassing. What if someone noticed how much weight she'd gained, or asked what she was doing with her life? So she stayed home, sinking deeper into the safety of her couch and screen. Each night, guilt whispered in her ear, "You wasted another day." And each morning, the guilt made it harder to try. One morning, while searching for something to wear, Alina caught sight of herself in the mirror. She saw a girl with messy hair, tired eyes, and a body softer than she remembered. For the first time, she didn't look away. She whispered, "Is this who I want to be? Do I really want to spend my 20s like this?" The thought shook her. She felt sad, angry, and afraid, but under it all, a small voice whispered, "It's time to change." That same day, Alina wrote down 3 tiny promises. Go for a 10-minute walk every morning, apply for one job every day, even if it wasn't perfect. Limit Netflix to 1 episode in the evening. She knew these were small. But small felt possible. The next morning, she put on old sneakers and stepped outside. Her legs felt heavy, her thoughts noisy: "This won't make a difference." But she kept walking. Just 10 minutes. At home, she opened her laptop, heart beating fast, and applied for a single job. Her CV wasn't perfect, but she pressed send anyway. That night, when it was time for Netflix, she watched only 1 episode. Stopping felt strange, almost wrong. But when she turned off the screen, the evening felt quieter and longer. She repeated it the next day. And the next. Some mornings, she woke up tired and almost skipped her walk. Some days, fear told her, "Why bother? Nobody will hire you." But she kept the promise: just 10 minutes, just 1 application, just 1 episode. Slowly, something changed. The walks became moments to breathe. Applying for jobs felt less terrifying. Rejection still hurt, but it didn't stop her. Less screen time made her sleep better, and mornings felt clearer. After a few weeks, Alina noticed small victories. Her jeans fit a bit more comfortably. She had sent out over 20 applications. One company emailed her back, an interview request. Her heart raced when she read it. She wasn't sure she was ready, but she realized she was more ready than she'd been a month ago. The day of the interview, she felt the old fear return: "You're not good enough." But she put on her best shirt, tied her hair, and reminded herself, "I've already changed more than I thought I could." She didn't get that first job. But instead of quitting, she applied to another the next day. Alina's body changed slowly: walks turned into slightly longer walks, and sometimes short workouts at home. But more importantly, her mind changed. She felt less guilty, less stuck, and a little braver. She started reading books she'd left unopened for years. She called an old friend and met for coffee, laughing for the first time in months. She discovered life outside her living room window again. One morning, while walking through the park, Alina realized it had been 3 months since she began. She thought of the girl she saw in the mirror that first day, sad, stuck, and tired. She was still the same person, but now she was moving, trying, living. She hadn't found her dream job yet. She still had days where she felt heavy or lazy. But she kept starting again, each day. Alina realized something powerful. Change doesn't start when you feel ready. It doesn't mean changing everything at once. Real change begins with one small step, repeated, even when it feels silly. That 10-minute walk? It wasn't magic. But it was enough to remind her she could move forward. One job application? It didn't guarantee success. But it kept her in the game. One episode? It gave her back her evenings. If you feel stuck like Alina once did, drifting, afraid, weighed down by guilt, remember this. Change doesn't come overnight. You don't have to transform your whole life tomorrow. You just need to start small, but start. One short walk. One honest attempt. One less episode. Over time, those small choices add up. And when you look back, you'll see how far you've come. Alina's story isn't about perfection. It's about courage, the courage to begin, even in the smallest way. And maybe, today is your day to begin, too.